Howdy, folks, and welcome to Busch Gardens, and welcome to our first ever Harrison Company.
It's Harrison Company, live from Brandon Town Center.
Thank you very much. Oh, my. This is terrific. Thank you. My Lord. Oh, thank you. This is something, I'll tell you. Can't even, thank you very much. My Lord.
Thank you.
Can't even get my howdy out here. This is unbelievable. Well, this is our last show today, and Rob Schweitzer's outdone himself. If you've seen already, we do have another retrospective coming up here to look at 8 years, and it's been a long time. And the last year and a half with my partner Kim, which has made it the best year of all. The last, save the best for last, for sure. It's been great. And she comes in dressed like a bag lady with tennis shoes on. Look at this, she's wearing tennis shoes down here. Yeah, don't shoot her shoes. Don't shoot her shoes. Oh, come on, Scotty, you didn't need to do that.
Listen, you guys have picked on my feet so many shows. I bet Rob you could have done a whole tape on what you've done to my feet. Remember the karate guy on there? And I was trying to cover up my feet and almost pull my pants off, and just remember?
I don't even want to go there. That was after the show. I mean, it was something to see,
No,
to
that
say the
wasn't
least.
after the show.
Well, I tell you, we got so much coming up here, plus the boss is going to be coming here. We want to point out some people that are in the audience who have been a part of this over the past 8 years. And I'll start, I know Stan DeFreitas is in here. Where's Stan? Back, I don't know if you can catch him over here. Mr. Green Thumb. We got, and sitting very close to him is Joe Freeman, the Cypress Gardener, right behind him, who's been on with us. And Robin and all the folks at Cypress Gardens.
Stand up, please.
Yeah, Cypress Gardens has been a big part of this show and working in a partnership to bring this show right here, as a matter of fact.
And, you know, they've given me some of my best adventures in life.
Oh, absolutely.
The hang gliding,
just water skiing and all that stuff.
Air balloon.
We got Kathy and Angie from back at Busch Gardens who are over there holding up children and
with their families.
And right in front of them, if you can stand up, is Maria. Maria, who was an intern with us when we first started. And Jennifer Theodore, who's around here somewhere. I see Jennifer back here, who was a camera person for a long time, working in the ad agency business.
There she is.
And let me see, I see Walt Belcher has been over here. He's been a part of the show for a while. Walt Belcher in the back.
Standing back in the back.
Who looks better in newspaper. Yeah, there he is, much better in the newspaper. And if you can swing over this way, we've got Georgette Diaz and Charles Knight standing together. Georgette of Georgette's and Charles Knight. And back over here, if you can go to the left of them, I don't know if you can get a shot of them. Can you guys come out? We got Ted Webb and his wife Trudy there. Ted and Sharon Taylor, who are my partners in the morning on the radio. There's Ted way over there. And Lord, I don't know if we've missed anybody. Let me see. I don't know if we've missed anybody or not, but anyway.
All of our audience members who have
been so many people who have been a regular part of this audience out here. We appreciate it so much. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to take a look at a retrospective, and then the boss is going to join us.
When I look into your eyes, I know that it's
So happy when Joe got out the that microscope and took a picture of you, because you have that very distinctive beauty mark here, and Joe took a close-up of it. Let's see if we can get a picture.
Right?
This is incredible what Joe discovered, and we were so happy when we found out. He took the picture and then he moved in close with one of those microscopic cameras, right in on the close-up.
I can't even see that.
It's a Harrison Company logo. We were just blown away by that, but that does give you... Well, that was certainly one of our favorite moments, having Cindy Crawford on. But right now, we want to take a look back at all of the past 8 years, some of the famous folks and fun times. Take a look. You know, the next time you're on Letterman or something like that, and they'll say, I understand you've been down on Harris Live. What was that like?
I've done all the shows, Letterman, Carson, Leno, Conan O'Brien, Arsenio, but this is the show.
Well, the way you dance and you hold me tight, the way you kiss and tell me goodnight, I say, rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got to be what you say. I love you, rave on, rave on, it's a crazy feeling. Oh, Hillary! I know it's got to be real, and I'm so glad.
You know, it's a thrill to be on your show.
Well, it's a thrill to have you on the show.
You know, this is probably my favorite television show I've ever done. Ever.
Good yank. There you go.
They do the grave digger. There you go.
Brandon, it's so nice to have
Get out of the way, Jack.
What does Dad traditionally do after dinner on Thanksgiving? What? Oh! Oh, thanks. Holy good Lord! Everybody, please run for your lives!
We know it's real anyway, right?
We don't take any chances, in
I guess I
fact.
can't kiss them.
Well, you can, but this
No?
hasn't eaten for a couple of days, so I think it might not be a...
Might rip your lips off. Oh no, guess what just happened? You're not going to believe this. This is terrible.
They share a lot of characteristics with crocodiles. For example, when you look inside his mouth,
He knows he
Oh, wow! What a bear! Give him
all
some
alike.
peanuts!
Let me clean up some.
She's had practice.
You precious day.
You want to try the turkey, sweetheart? Okay. And then- oh wait, then
I
I.
blocked it that time. Didn't you?
Oh wait, I was standing on my pants.
Hey, shh.
These precious days
Now.
I'll spend.
Thank you.
This way.
We'll be back with the boss in just a moment. Channel 8 boss is coming down to see us. Yeah.
To the left, shake it to the right. Come on, baby, you know what I like.
Boy, that was a wild session with him. You know, this is, it's a little bit embarrassing because we were actually going to have the boss here. The boss was supposed to come and join us on the last day. He's never been on the show before. Yeah,
Smile.
but oh.
I'm taking movies.
Oh, okay, there
Memories.
you go. But what we thought we'd do in lieu of the boss being here, since I guess he's caught in traffic or something like that.
Yeah,
I can't
he'll be
imagine
here.
he'd missed the last day. But we thought we'd just, you know, kind of reminisce or something like that.
All right, stand aside, everyone. I take large steps.
Oh, that must
That's
be
him.
him. That must be him. He's
All
on his way.
right.
Oh, yes, the boss is here. Oh, the boss has arrived. All right.
As you were.
Oh, I guess we can sit back
Now, you
down.
know, as a boss, I'm not one for pomp and circumstance, but it's time that everything good comes to an end. Time to roll up the carpets, turn off the lights, and pull out the plugs. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. There's one for you.
What is this?
That is your pink slip.
That's a
And
pink
that is your pink slip.
Thank you. Oh, this is too much.
And I would like to say that you are out on your patooties.
Ladies and gentlemen, John O'Hurley, and we'll be back with John in just a moment. Don't go away.
Hell, I heaven, that there's still something here to build on, or do you just pick up the pieces after they fall? But after all, there's a light in your eyes that I used to see, and a song in the words that you spoke to me. Was I wrong to believe in your melody? There's a light in your eyes. Did you leave that light burning for me? Should I keep on waiting?
Now what you've got to do is you've got to mix this up.
I'll do that. No, he's got a coat and
No,
everything
no,
on.
no,
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 I'm going to
no.
do that. He's got a ring on.
he's
You've got to be
gotta-
kidding.
I took my ring off.
Boys, get a shot of this.
don't
We're
mind.
sending this tape up to
gotta
New
mix
York.
that up.
Oh, my heavens. Oh. This is goo.
There you go. Yeah,
Ah.
that's terrible.
Hey. Our special guest, John O'Hurley, who will forever be Jay Peterman of Seinfeld, which really launched your career. I mean, that was phenomenal.
It was some inspired lunacy, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
definitely.
That was incredible.
A Fortune 500 lunatic.
Now you have a lot of things since Seinfeld. I mean, you're constantly, like you told me, you're living on a plane. You
I
have
live in an
all kinds
airplane,
of-
basically. Yeah, I'm hosting To Tell the Truth right now, which is on every day at 4:30, I think, in Tampa. And then I'm on Cursed, following Friends on
Right.
Thursday nights. And then the PGA Tour gave me my own golf show, actually. It's called Get Golf with the PGA Tour, which has been syndicated, and now it's moving over to USA Cable on Saturday mornings at 8:30 beginning in January.
Now,
So
all
we're doing
these-
that, and then I've got 4 movies coming out.
You're kidding. How do you do all of that?
I live in an airplane.
You know, now, if you have, you know, with all these adventures going on, you know, if you have 2 openings, Jack and I are free as of 12 o'clock today.
We got a lot of free time.
Did I mention that you can keep the coffee mugs?
Well, looking back at the Sein, do most people still think of you as the boss, the Jay Peterman character,
They do, yeah,
that kind of
I
thing?
think that would be something that, because that was the #1 show probably in the history of television. 65 million people watch every episode, and then of course that doesn't even include the syndication. It's in 85 countries all over the world, so it's not too many places you can go. I still do radio interviews in Australia, where a DJ in Perth, Australia, is doing an imitation of Jay Peterman. You know?
Wow.
And he'll sit there and go, "Elaine," and I go, "That was really good." Really good.
And you're in town for another reason.
Well, I'm in town for a more serious reason, but here to spread some good news. I'm actually spearheading a national awareness campaign on epilepsy. The campaign is called Epilepsy: New Perspectives, New Choices. My tie to epilepsy is a rather personal one. I lost my sister when she was 17 and I was 16. And so it's been something that I've stayed close to my entire adult life because I grew up as a child under the shadow of her disorder. And as a result of a national study that was done last year by UCB Pharma, indicating that 70% of the people that have epilepsy now still are having recurring seizures, that they're suffering from really debilitating side effects from the older regimen of the medications, that decided to put a national awareness campaign called New Perspectives, New Choices, to indicate that there are so many new regimens out there, so many new drug therapies that are available to people. They should go back to their neurologist to see if they're a candidate for them, because it really changes the shape of their lifestyle. Epilepsy is becoming a very common problem in this country. The disorder affects 2.3 million people, and 20,000 people just in the Tampa area alone.
So people that have had it, I mean, they're staying on the same medications over and over again, and you're saying
Well,
that there's new things out there.
Historically, there have been very, very few choices. Epilepsy has been something that's been living in the dark ages for way too long. And it's always because it had that kind of neurological other sense to it. But the point is now there are 3 new medications, one being Keppra, which has shown so much promise, that was approved by the FDA this year, that really changes the face of epilepsy. So patients with it should go back and say, am I a candidate for this? Because, if as an epilepsy patient, if you can't drive, you have all these side effects, it just takes your life and shrinks it.
Well, you were around for the finals Seinfeld. You're going to be around for the finale of Harrison Company coming up in just a moment.
I take them all off
John
the air.
O'Hurley, you take them right off the air. Yeah.
Somebody nothing between. Got only us going on. After 8 years and a great year and a half. Of course, you were on as a guest before that.
Year and a half for me.
But people have said to me before, says, man, how do you do that morning show and the mayor's hour and the ball games and a TV show and all, and you work so much? I said, anybody that thinks that's work is absolutely touched. There ain't nothing I ever do that's really work, and this is the least of the work that I do, and it's been more fun than you should be allowed to have with people actually watching you, if you catch my drift.
Well, I just want to say to everybody, and everybody at WFLA, Gail Guayardo, Mel Gross, and especially you for offering me the seat next to you. Was just, I mean, everybody always thinks about being on TV and being a movie star when they grow up, and you gave me
I just want to grow
a dream.
up.
That'll never happen, Jack.
Looks like I'm going to be doing it now, but there's so many people we can start thanking. Obviously,
Yes.
a bunch of them are with us up on stage right here, the folks at Busch Gardens, and the Brandon Town Center and Cypress Gardens, who were part of this great experiment, as it was described in the paper this morning, a throwback to TV when it was done by the seat of your pants. And especially to you, Kim, for making this last year so fantastic. But most of all, the folks there and right there at home who have gone through the pain of watching this show over the past 8 years. We hope there are no lasting scars. And again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
you.
And be sure and be looking in January for what's coming brand new from News Channel 8, a noon show. I hear there may be a studio audience, and believe me, this will pale in comparison. You are going to love it. Thank you so much for 8 incredible years. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh.